Determining the appropriate size for a service entrance for a 3-car detached garage depends on several factors, primarily the intended electrical load. A 100 amp service entrance is often adequate for a standard 3-car garage. However, it's crucial to assess the anticipated electrical demands to ensure sufficient capacity. Consider the following factors when determining the service entrance size. Firstly, evaluate the lighting requirements. This includes general illumination, task lighting, and any exterior lighting. Estimate the total wattage for all lighting fixtures and factor this into your overall load calculation. Secondly, account for general purpose outlets. Determine the number of outlets needed for power tools, equipment, and other miscellaneous devices. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, typically requires a certain number of outlets based on the garage square footage. Thirdly, consider stationary appliances and equipment. If you plan to install any fixed appliances such as a refrigerator, freezer, or air compressor, include their power consumption in the load calculation. Motor loads, in particular, should be carefully considered due to their inrush current during startup. Fourthly, anticipate heavy-duty equipment usage. If you intend to use high-power tools like welders, air compressors, or electric vehicle chargers, these devices will significantly increase your electrical demand. A larger service entrance may be necessary to accommodate these loads without overloading the system. Fifthly, future expansion. Consider potential future electrical needs. If you anticipate adding more equipment or appliances in the future, it's prudent to oversize the service entrance to accommodate these future loads. This can save you the cost and hassle of upgrading the service entrance later on. To accurately determine the required service entrance size, perform a load calculation in accordance with the NEC. This calculation involves adding up the anticipated loads for all electrical devices and applying demand factors as permitted by the code. Demand factors account for the fact that not all devices will be operating simultaneously at their maximum load. Consult with a qualified electrician to perform this load calculation and determine the appropriate service entrance size for your specific needs. When selecting the gauge of underground feeder or off wire for the 85-foot run from the entrance pole to the garage, several factors must be considered to ensure safe and reliable operation. The primary considerations are the ampacity of the wire, the voltage drop, and the environmental conditions. For a 100 amp service entrance, a 2/0 gauge UF wire is generally required. However, it's essential to verify this based on the specific characteristics of the installation and the applicable codes. The ampacity of the wire refers to its current carrying capacity. The NEC provides ampacity tables that specify the allowable ampacity for different wire gauges and insulation types. Select a wire gauge with an ampacity that is equal to or greater than the maximum current that the circuit will carry. In this case, for a 100 amp service, the wire must have an ampacity of at least 100 amps. Voltage drop refers to the decrease in voltage along the length of the wire due to the wire's resistance. Excessive voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction and reduce the efficiency of the electrical system. The NEC recommends limiting voltage drop to no more than 3% for branch circuits and 5% for feeders. To calculate voltage drop, use the following formula: voltage drop equals 2 times K times I times D divided by circular mils, where K is the direct current resistance for the conductor material, I is the current in amps, D is the one-way distance in feet, and circular mils is the cross-sectional area of the conductor. Select a wire gauge that minimizes voltage drop to within acceptable limits. Longer wire runs will experience greater voltage drop, so it's important to use a larger wire gauge for longer runs. UF wire is designed for direct burial in the ground. It's resistant to moisture, chemicals, and physical damage. However, it's still important to protect the wire from damage during installation and throughout its service life. Bury the UF wire at the depth required by the NEC, typically 24 inches. Backfill the trench with soil that is free of sharp rocks or debris that could damage the wire. Consider using a conduit or other protective measures in areas where the wire is exposed to physical damage. In addition to the above considerations, it's important to comply with all applicable codes and regulations. The NEC provides detailed requirements for the installation of electrical wiring, including conductor sizing, overcurrent protection, and grounding. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the wiring installation meets all applicable requirements and is safe for use. Furthermore, ensure that the UF wire is properly terminated at both ends. Use connectors that are approved for use with UF wire and that provide a secure and watertight connection. Inspect the wire and connections regularly for signs of damage or deterioration. Replace any damaged or deteriorated wire promptly to prevent electrical hazards. Grounding is a critical aspect of electrical safety. Ensure that the grounding system is properly installed and maintained. This includes grounding the service entrance equipment, the garage electrical panel, and all metal enclosures. A properly grounded system provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Follow the NEC guidelines for grounding electrode systems, grounding conductor sizing, and bonding requirements. Also, consider the environmental conditions. UF wire is designed for direct burial, but it's still important to protect it from extreme temperatures and moisture. Avoid running UF wire through areas that are subject to flooding or standing water. In cold climates, bury the wire below the frost line to prevent damage from freezing and thawing. If the wire is exposed to sunlight, use a sunlight-resistant type of UF wire to prevent degradation of the insulation. When selecting the wire gauge, it's always better to err on the side of caution and use a larger wire gauge than is strictly required. A larger wire gauge will have a lower resistance and will therefore reduce voltage drop and improve the efficiency of the electrical system. It will also provide a greater margin of safety in case of unexpected increases in electrical load. Before starting any electrical work, it's essential to disconnect the power supply to the circuit. This can be done by turning off the circuit breaker at the main electrical panel. Verify that the power is off by using a voltage tester. Never work on electrical wiring while the power is on. Even a small amount of current can cause serious injury or death. If you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it's best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work. Electrical work can be dangerous if not done properly. A qualified electrician will have the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform the work safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Consider obtaining the necessary permits and inspections for the electrical work. Many jurisdictions require permits for electrical work to ensure that it is done safely and in accordance with local codes. An electrical inspection will verify that the work has been done properly and that the electrical system is safe for use. Finally, document all electrical work that is performed. Keep a record of the wire sizes, circuit breaker sizes, and other relevant information. This information will be useful for future maintenance and troubleshooting. In summary, determining the appropriate service entrance size and UF wire gauge for a 3-car detached garage requires careful consideration of several factors, including the anticipated electrical load, voltage drop, environmental conditions, and applicable codes. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the electrical system is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable requirements. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity. De-energize the circuit before starting any work, and if you are not comfortable performing the work yourself, hire a qualified electrician. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your garage has a safe and reliable electrical system that meets your needs for years to come. To reiterate, the ampacity is crucial. Ensure the selected wire's ampacity meets or exceeds the anticipated load to prevent overheating and potential fire hazards. Moreover, carefully examine the manufacturer's specifications for the UF wire. Different brands or types of UF wire may have slightly different ampacity ratings for the same gauge. Always refer to the manufacturer's datasheet for the most accurate information. Furthermore, consider future-proofing your electrical system. If there's a possibility of adding more electrical devices or increasing the load in the future, it's advisable to choose a slightly larger service entrance and wire gauge than currently required. This will provide extra capacity and prevent the need for costly upgrades later on. Additionally, proper installation techniques are paramount. Ensure that the UF wire is installed according to the NEC guidelines and local codes. This includes using appropriate connectors, securing the wire properly, and maintaining the correct burial depth. Improper installation can compromise the safety and reliability of the electrical system. When running the UF wire underground, avoid areas with sharp rocks, roots, or other potential hazards that could damage the wire. Consider using a conduit or protective sleeve in areas where the wire is vulnerable to damage. Regularly inspect the UF wire for any signs of damage or deterioration. Look for cracks, abrasions, or discoloration. If any damage is found, replace the wire immediately to prevent electrical hazards. It's also important to ensure proper grounding of the electrical system. A properly grounded system provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Follow the NEC guidelines for grounding electrode systems, grounding conductor sizing, and bonding requirements. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the grounding system is properly installed and maintained. Finally, remember that electrical codes and regulations can vary depending on your location. It's essential to comply with all applicable codes and regulations to ensure the safety and legality of your electrical installation. Contact your local building department or a qualified electrician to obtain the necessary permits and inspections. In summary, selecting the right service entrance size and UF wire gauge for your 3-car detached garage requires careful planning, accurate calculations, and adherence to applicable codes and regulations. By considering all of the factors discussed above, you can ensure that your garage has a safe, reliable, and efficient electrical system that meets your needs for years to come. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity, and if you are not comfortable performing the work yourself, hire a qualified electrician.